saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
You're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too.
Elon Musk has initiated an $80 million lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and the hosts of The View, accusing them of defamation and spreading misinformation. This legal action was triggered by remarks Goldberg made, which Musk claims were harmful to his reputation and character. According to Musk, the comments falsely allege that he and J.D. Vance were plotting to manipulate governmental control in the event of former President Donald Trump's removal from office. The lawsuit has stirred significant discussions across media platforms, raising critical questions about free speech, accountability, and the responsibilities of television shows. Musk argues that Goldberg's statements misrepresented his intentions and propagated baseless conspiracy theories, potentially tarnishing his public image.
Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Supporters of Musk see this move as a stand against biased reporting and deliberate misinformation, while critics argue it's an attempt by a billionaire to suppress dissenting voices. The case, given its prominence, could influence how public figures address media defamation in the future. Musk's legal team has emphasized that the accusations made on The View were baseless and intended to harm his reputation. The claims allege that Musk and Vance conspired to seize governmental power, a narrative Musk dismisses as malicious and factually unsupported. His lawyers assert that such statements were calculated to mislead the public and undermine his credibility. Advocates for Musk believe this lawsuit highlights the need for higher accountability in media, especially when unfounded allegations are capable of inciting fear or hostility. On the other hand, critics suggest this case could challenge the boundaries of free expression.
But when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes, you're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
And you're supposed to be the good guys.
You're supposed to, and you claim to be the good guys? I'm like, exactly.
You're supposed to be the progressives.
Yes, the Dems are like, oh, we're the good guys. We're the honest people. No, hang on. You can't claim to be the good guys. You can't claim to be the honest people. If you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked thoroughly.
Yeah. Well,
we're like, even Snopes, which is a liberal thing, says it's bogus.
Yeah.
Like the Fine People hoax.
Obama just said that on stage.
Regardless of motivations, the lawsuit has amplified the ongoing debate about media ethics, responsibility, and the fine balance between freedom and accountability. Many of Musk's supporters regard the lawsuit as a necessary pushback against misinformation, praising his determination to combat irresponsible journalism. Social media platforms have been flooded with reactions, with hashtags like #SupportElon and #CancelTheView gaining traction. Some argue that The View has a history of making unverified and sensational claims about public figures, and Musk's lawsuit might finally hold them accountable. Comments on Musk's posts reflect a growing frustration with mainstream media, with many accusing outlets of prioritizing ratings over truth. Musk's advocacy for transparency and fairness in media further fuels the perception that his lawsuit is aimed at restoring journalistic integrity. Critics, however, warn that such legal actions by influential figures could discourage open criticism and stifle free speech.
The thing about this show, there is no way not to step in poo.
Over the years, The View has faced scrutiny for its controversial discussions and the often polarizing opinions of its hosts. Detractors claim that the show prioritizes provocative statements over factual reporting to attract viewership. Musk's lawsuit has reignited these criticisms, with some alleging that the program regularly promotes biased narratives without being held accountable. Supporters of Musk point to previous controversies surrounding the show, questioning its credibility and calling for its cancellation. However, others argue that rather than canceling the show, networks should enforce stricter regulations and fact-checking processes to ensure accuracy. One contentious aspect of the lawsuit involves Goldberg's alleged remarks suggesting someone might trip Trump. Musk claims such a statement could be interpreted as promoting harm, while Goldberg later dismissed it as a lighthearted joke about her cat. Critics argue that even humor carries risks when broadcast to millions, especially in a politically charged atmosphere.
Okay, I need to clean something up because my cat lays in wait for me on my stairs all the time. And that's what I was thinking of that. I wasn't trying to indicate that they were actually standing there with their legs out, hoping he would trip.
Musk's supporters warn against normalizing inflammatory rhetoric, especially in today's divided political landscape. They argue that media personalities, given their wide reach and influence, must exercise greater care in their statements. Critics, however, suggest that Musk's lawsuit might exaggerate Goldberg's comments and potentially curb satire or political humor. This case raises broader questions about the limits of humor and commentary in mainstream media, and its outcome could set new precedents for addressing such issues in legal and social contexts. Musk's lawsuit has also brought attention to perceived biases in media, particularly in outlets like ABC. Detractors accuse The View of favoring narratives that align with its political leanings, often at the expense of factual reporting. Supporters see the lawsuit as a step toward challenging these biases and fostering more balanced journalism, while critics fear it could lead to censorship or the erosion of free speech.
She put me in the movies, right? A long time ago. And how much did I judge? Nothing.
Like they say in the
It was a freebie. Whoopi, I love you. I'm telling you.
And they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about. Talking about Trump.
Adding fuel to the fire, past clips of Whoopi Goldberg praising Trump have resurfaced, painting a stark contrast to her recent criticisms. Musk supporters cite these examples as evidence of inconsistency, arguing that The View prioritizes sensationalism over authenticity. Critics of Musk counter that evolving opinions are natural and shouldn't be used to discredit someone's credibility. However, these clips have intensified scrutiny of the show and its hosts, with Musk's advocates calling for greater accountability in media. They insist that public platforms must be held to higher standards, especially when they broadcast allegations capable of harming reputations. Opponents of the lawsuit warn that its implications could discourage open dialogue, but Musk supporters maintain that the case is less about silencing critics and more about addressing reckless commentary. Whether the lawsuit succeeds or not, it has ignited a broader conversation about the role of media in shaping public opinion and the need for ethical journalism. Elon Musk's legal battle has stirred debates about the intersection of media freedom and personal accountability. Is this lawsuit a bold step toward combating misinformation, or does it risk curbing free speech? Share your views in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.